Thank you so much for that generous welcome. And thank you, SCAD, for this. When I'm not working, I don't feel like an actor. I have a lot of other things I love doing, some of which I've been talking about and will be talking about here. I feel like a person who is affected, like every audience member is affected, by things that happen around us in life, by the weather, by the architecture, by the temperature, by the company you keep, by the activities of your friends and shared passions, by one's family, by one's garden. And to be given a Lifetime Achievement Award makes me think, well, I hope there's a bit more to come. But also makes me realize that actually, you don't know this, but you're giving me an award for some achievements which I'm even prouder of than what you sometimes see on the screen. And to receive this award here in Savannah from SCAD, for me is wonderful, because it's a place of such diversity and a place of so many things that I care for. A university which is international, which recognizes there is a world beyond America, that there is an old world in Europe, and I know the buildings there you've refurbished and brought back into use, that you know there is a world in Asia, and you've refurbished a building in Hong Kong, and you send your students away so they can look back at where they come from and see it maybe with clearer eyes. And you mix your students in the arts. And I think that is wonderful, because we're all trying to do the same thing, really. We're trying to communicate our passions. We're trying to react to what we see around us. And in a little way, I think we're all trying to make the place a bit better, a bit more interesting, a bit more colorful, a bit more unique, slightly different because of our passing through it, in whatever area we're working, whether it be fabric design or preservation of buildings or what. And to have a university where, with an international outlook and an international perspective, where all the arts mingle together and play off each other, is wonderful. And coming from England, where we have those tremendous universities of Oxford and Cambridge, for example, who turn out graduates who can't get a job, I really admire the quality here of not just preparing your students for future work, but of starting them off in what could be their future work, with future contacts while they're here, doing projects that involve industry, having industry coming here saying, can you help us with design problems, with whatever, so that there is a meshing together, so that as you leave SCAD with your degree, whatever it is, you already have a resume that looks quite interesting in many cases. So for me, to receive this award from you, which it's a beacon, really, isn't it? And when I look at it on my shelf and I turn it on, because I won't have it on much of the time because I try to conserve energy. But when I turn it on and look at it, I will think of that beacon in Savannah, and I hope that many of you who are passing through its portals at the moment will enter the world, and in whatever way you wish and whatever way you can, in a little way, be also a beacon. Thank you so much.